Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial video. On this video we're going to be looking at the store catalog on Magento and how to create products and categories. So first we're going to go here on catalog and click on products so we can create the first product. And over here we already have the default products that Magento offers. We're actually going to go to add product over here, and once you click on this little arrow you're going to see simple product, configurable product, grouped product, virtual product, bundle product, and downloadable product. On this video we're only going to be covering simple, configurable, and downloadable just because it's the main ones that we're going to use for our website. So first off we're going to click on simple product to create a product, and here you can see where you can label your product to be on your website. You can attribute it to a set of whatever set you would like. For example, for this one I'm just going to put it on bag. On the first one you need to put a product name. Just going to put tutorial, and the SKU will already automatically be filled with your product name. You can also add a price, for example $20, and if you want it to be a taxable good, I'm just going to leave it a taxable good for now. You also need to put a quantity on your inventory. For example, how much stock of this product do you have? I am just going to put 100. I would have 100 of these product over here. You select in stock. That is going to show on the product page that it is on in stock. Over here you can select the dimensions for your product, also the weight. If it doesn't have a weight or it's downloadable product, you can select this item has no weight. You can also link it to a category. For example, if you link it to men, your item will show on the men category. If you link it to men and gear, your item will show on both men and your gear category on your website. I'm just going to leave it on done. The visibility is where you can select if it will show on your catalog or on your search. Most likely you want to just leave it on both catalog and search so people can see your product on both of these mechanisms over here. And the set product as new from, it is the dates where your product is going to be marked as new on your website. So for example, on your website when you have that little tab and says what's new, that's this range of dates over here. And of course after you have the country of manufacture, we're just going to leave as United States for the purpose of this video over here, if my product was made on the United States. And these information over here are going to be referred to the attribute that you set your item to be on. So for example, you guys see over here we have hike, outdoor, and these material and this style. If I change it to bottom, that information is also going to change. You see that went to base layer, basic, the material kind of stayed the same, and the activity also kind of stayed the same, but we also have pattern and climate and all this information over here. So I'm just going to change it back to bottom, to bag, and go back and select, and it's for hiking, it is made out of wool, and it's a luggage bag or a duffel bag. Also select a color, I'm just going to leave it in black, and this information is also very specific, so I'm just going to select any of them for the purpose of the video. You can select if it's a eco collection, if it's a performance fabric, if it's Aaron recommends, if it's new, or if it's on sale. I'm going to select if it's new. And down here you have the content area where you can select basically a description for your item, a short description for your item. So the description is going to be what the full description of your item, and is going to show underneath your item, and the short description is going to show on the right hand side of your item, and it's just a little short description. You don't have to put a lot of things on it. So next up we have configurations, and just because we're setting up a simple product, we're not going to worry about configurations for now. we're going to go next to image and videos, and over here is where you can select a image for your product, or you can also add videos. Next up we have search engine optimization, and over here this is basically a autofill for your of what you put on your title over here, on the title of your product name. I'm going to go down over there, and the URL key is what is going to show on your HTML once someone accesses your product. The meta title, you can just leave it the same, and also the meta keywords if you want more keywords. For example, you can put it like that. And also the meta description is the description of your item, but shortened, because the meta description should be optimally between 150 and 160 characters. Just keep that in mind, guys. Next up, we have related products, upsells, and cross-sells. If you want to link any related products, if you want to do a upsell with your product or also a cross-sell, this is where you would go for it. Next up, we would have customizable options, but this is just a simple product, so we're not going to go to customizable options. We're going to go to products and website, and just leave this as marked just because your products are on your website. On the design tab, you don't really want to change this unless you want a different layout for your page of your product, and that's usually not what someone wants for their website. They want their website to look the same on all products. But if you want to change your design, you can come over here and change it however you want it. And also we have a schedule design update. If you want to update your design and you want a date for it to be specifically set on the website, you can do this over here. And next up we have gift options. If you want to allow this to be a gift, and you can also allow a gift message. After that, we would have downloadable information, but this is not a downloadable product, so we're just going to leave it at that. And this is it for a simple product, guys. Once you guys do all of this, you guys can click on save. I believe this is not going to let me save because of my description, but we can try. And oh, my product is saved. So yeah, once you guys save your product will show on the products list. Let me just find it. And it's showing right here with the price that I set, with everything that I set. And next up, guys, we're gonna go over on configurable products, just so you guys can see. Over here, it would change where you can go create configurations for your product. Oh, I just need to put a name. Put the tutorial 2, and a price. We're gonna configure the product right over here, and this is where you would select, for example, colors or sizes for your products. If you were selling, for example, a shirt and you had a pink, a blue, and a black shirt, this is where you would do it at. So we're just going to select the color and go next. If I said pink, I'm just going to do blue and brown, just the three first over here, and we can go in next. Here you can apply a single set of images to all of them. You can apply unique, just because they are different colors. We are going to apply unique colors, and you would put the picture of the black one, the blue one, and the brown over here. The price, if you want the price to be the same, you can always put a single price for it to be the same. You can put 20. If you want the price to be different on these three options over here, you can select unique prices, and then this would show over here, and you would put a different price for your black, blue, or brown shirts. And the quantity, also you can select a single quantity or unique quantity, just the same as the other ones. If you want a unique quantity, if your stock is different on them, you can select it over here. I'm just gonna put 120 and 140 for the purpose of this video over here. I'm also gonna add a price. I'm gonna add different prices so you guys can see it. and we're gonna go on next. It's not gonna let us save because we didn't put any images, so I'm just gonna skip this. Oh, that's not it. It's up here. I'm just gonna skip it and click on next so you guys can see how it would look like. Your images would be over here, the quantity that you have, the color, and the price. And after that, you can just go click on generate products, and here your products would be. If you want to add an image after, you can also do that. But this is how you do a configuration for your product. And once you guys did all these configurations, you guys can click on save to save your products. I believe it's not gonna let me save unless I add it to attribute. Yep, I'm just gonna click confirm. And my items would be uploaded with the right configurations that I wanted. If we go over here on back, all these would show over here with the main product being the tutorial 2, and we got the tutorial 2 brown, blue, and black. Next up, guys, we're going to go over on downloadable products, and this is just if your product's a downloadable. You can go down here because all of these you guys seen before. We're going to go down here, and you can also add link. You can title your, and on this page over here you can add links. Oh. And on this page over here you can add links and you can title it. For example, I'm just going to always put a tutorial. If you want your links to be purchased separately, and over here you can add a link. You can put a title for it. You can set price. I'm going to put $10. And here you can upload a file or put a URL. Also for the sample, you can upload file or a URL. If you want it to be shareable, I'm not going to leave it as shareable. And also the maximum amount of downloads, I'm just going to leave it at 1 so someone doesn't download it multiple times. And if you want to add more samples to it, you can add a link, or you can also add a URL for it. Once you guys do that and add your links to your products, you can click on save and it will save your configuration and your new product. And as always, guys, once you guys do all that or create products and everything, always come over here in system, cache management, system and cache management, and clear your cache. Always flush your cache. And if we submit it, you guys see that it says invalidated for all these 4 actually. Once we submit it, it will eventually load it. And there we go. All our changes are live on our website. After you guys set up your products, we're going to go over to catalog again and set our categories. The categories are just the regular categories for your items. For example, the women, the men categories, or with the gear with the bags, as I showed you guys before. On this page, you can add a root category or a subcategory. A root category is one like this, like the default, and the subcategory is like this one on gear and the bags. The bags, fitness equipment, and watches are the subcategories. If you want to move a category, you can also just drag it down to wherever you want to drag it to. For example, if I want to put this on sale, the bags would go on the sales category. I'm just going to put it back where it was. And boom, there we go. If we want to add a root category, we're going to click here. We're always going to select enable it and include in menu so people can see it on your menu. On the category name, I'm going to put tutorial. As always, on its content, you can upload an image, you can set a description, and you can also add a block to your category. If you have a block that you want to put in there, you can go ahead and do so. I'm not going to do one right now. just for the purpose of the video. Next up, we have the display settings, and this is where your display mode would look like. If you want to just display your products only, your static blocks only, or your static blocks and your products, you would only select this if you selected a block over here. If not, you can just leave it as products only. The anchor is just a layer navigation option. You can deselect it or select it. This is how your products would be sorted by and all the available listing over here. If you want to just use it all, you can just select this. And down here is the default listing. So for example, if you want a different default option, you can just select it over here. If for example, you want the default to be sorted by product name, you can just select it. And the layer navigation price step is if you have this anchor selected, you will need to set a price over here, a price range. For example, $10. Your clients would be able to filter products for $0 to $10, $10 to $20, $20 to $30, and so on. You guys get the idea. You can just select that. Next up, we have search engine optimization, and this is just where you guys seen this before on the products. It's your URL key, what it's going to show on your URL of your website or your HTML. This is your title, the keywords that you want, and your meta description. You guys seen this before? You guys can fill this up however you guys want it. And next up, we're going to go to products and category. This is where you select the products that you want on your category. So for mine, I'm just going to select my tutorial 2 and all of my tutorials to be on there. You don't really have to do anything else on this one. We're going to go to the next one and design. And as I said before, you don't really want to change the design of the page of your product or your category, just because the entire website will not look like what you're changing it to. And that is not optimal for most stores. But if you want, you can also come over here and change it, change the theme, change the layout, and apply design to products if you want to. If not, you can just leave this also blank, and you can also schedule the update. After you guys done this, you guys are pretty much done on setting up a new category. You guys can go ahead and click on save, and your category will be added to over here. If you guys would like to change it, you guys can put it on, for example, the training. So click OK, and it would show over here on training the tutorial. And this is it for the video, guys. I hope you guys learned how to create new products or set up a new category for your website. Once you guys are done with all this, you guys can go ahead and click on save again just to make sure. You guys set this little change over here, and always, guys, as I always say, clean your we're gonna go ahead and clean our cache. Even though everything says enabled, we're just gonna do it one more time so you guys can get used to doing this. Because if you guys don't do this, most of your changes will not go up to your website. And once you guys do that, you guys are pretty much set. This is it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching and have a great day.